everyone, my name is Amy, this is the Opinionated Woman, and welcome back to the weekly vlogs. I decided, that I was going to pick up and do the weekly vlogs again after a little bit of a break, but I was like, no, Monday is when I'm starting it. I don't have my books right now, so I will talk to you about books later. I just wanted to come in and introduce this because I completely forgot that I was going to start vlogging, and it's 11:15 right now. So I woke up having a bit of a no-bones day. And as soon as I got up, I got back onto the couch and I curled up and I slept for an extra hour. But that is because it is the first day of my period, so that makes perfect sense. But in the meantime, my client sent me a bunch of new topics for me to work on. So this whole week, I'm writing articles about hydrangeas. I love hydrangeas. If you don't know what hydrangeas are, this is what. So pretty, so nice. So I get to write about a pretty flower all week, which is pretty sick. Apart from that, I don't really have many other plans. I think we're just going to see how the week takes us, and then on Sunday I might include a couple of clips from Sunday, from Saturday, because I am going on the wine bus with my friend for her birthday. It's very amusing because I don't drink. So I'm going on the wine bus, going to all of these wine farms, and I'm not going to drink a drop of wine, but I just want to celebrate her birthday. So yeah, welcome back to the weekly vlogs, and let's get into it. Alrighty, I've nearly set up, I'm doing a setup day today, so I've nearly set up all my articles. It should be a pretty good writing week. I think it's feeling good, which is great. But I wanted to show you, these are technically weeds, but they grow in my garden. They're buttercups, but I wanted to show you because they're so cute. Aren't they so beautiful? And they sit with my rabbit and my flamingo. I want to put, I've got 2 more tires that I need to paint, and then I'm going to put them here, and I'm going to plant one plant that's in there. I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to get something else to grow here. But I've been cutting around these because they're so pretty. They pop up all over the place, and like, because it's becoming spring now, they're like all over like the communal like municipal gardens and stuff, and like there's a field outside of my window and it's like covered in daisies. It's so beautiful. Plants make me so happy. Hi, it's Tuesday. I didn't check in with you guys today because I was busy. It's the first day of my period today, so apart from crying every time I see a little black girl reacting to the new Ariel trailer and realizing that she's black, I've been crying about it all day. I've been feeling very like tired, and I just wanted to get my work done. And I actually got some filming done today, which is why I've got makeup on. But this dramatic lighting is because our dear load shedding has started again, which is actually fine. I can really work around it. I save videos onto my phone, and then when I'm writing, I just listen to Spotify anyway. And most of the hobbies I do are not digital. It's just the YouTube videos, that I put on in the background. And also, like, I'm listening to an audiobook. Actually, I can talk about that now. I'm listening to Our Wives Beneath the Sea, Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. This is a sapphic... What genre is this book? I have no idea what genre this book is, because it seems like there's some slightly unearthly things happening, but it's like set in our contemporary era. It's very strange. We're following a married couple, a lesbian married couple called Mary and Leah. And Leah was meant to go in a submarine to go research like really, really deep under the sea. And she was meant to be gone for 3 weeks, and something went wrong, and she ended up being gone for 6 months. And then she comes home and things are not quite right. Like, she's not quite, acting herself. And it's very claustrophobic, because you get the present day things where periods where we're in Mary's point of view, and she's like looking at the changes in her wife and being really freaked out by it. I mean, there's one point where she's like vomiting up seawater. And you know, it's her trying to navigate this new life and this new wife that's come back to her. And then we go to the past where we're in Leah's point of view, and she's in the submarine that is like lost power at the bottom of the ocean. And that is terrifying to me. Like, I would never go in a submarine. Like, I don't like when the thing outside you, like, you can't breathe it. Like, I don't trust space. You can't breathe it. You can't breathe out there. That's not trustworthy. Same as in the seas. Not trustworthy. We're not fish. We do not need to go under there. So yeah, so while it's very like claustrophobic, because we're very much in their house and in the submarine. I mean, we do go outside of their house, but it's very much within each other's thoughts. So it's very isolated and insular, even while it's quite like intimate, because like the environment within the submarine is very intimate. And then like the two women are there together, like in very close proximity, but not saying so many things. So it's very interesting. It's very weird. But yeah, so I've been listening to that. Apart from that, I've just been painting. So let me just show you what I'm working on. There's my reference. This is my little teacup. And I've done a little, so I've worked on this one before, and I've done the shadows and everything. I mustn't touch that grey, that's actually wet. Now I'm working on this guy, because I like to leave it to dry so that like the colours don't run into each other. And then this little chrysalis, I really like it. I've done a series of 3 of these now. Little teacups with creatures on them, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'm just going to spend the rest of my evening doing that, and then painting some of my bullet journal maybe, but that you can see my bullet journal video, which always goes up on the 1st of every month. Yeah, no journey ain't so bad. Good morning, it's Wednesday. Oh, that doesn't help. I have to keep the shades closed because I don't have pants on yet. But hello, I just wanted to pop in because I was just having a little stim and a tick. And it's so interesting. Sometimes I don't know what exactly is a stim and what's exactly a tick, because sometimes the noises or sounds that I make and things like that come out voluntarily, and sometimes they come out when I don't expect them. So like one of my ticks, I go quite a lot, but now because it feels nice. So now I'm also trying to remove this makeup that's underneath my eyelash. So I was just sitting there going, and then it becomes a stim, you know, and then I make it part of the dance. And then I was singing my cat and my dog a song about how much I love them. And doing these silly little song things, I find is definitely a vocal stim. And I've been working, ever since I got my autism diagnosis, I have been working to unmask as much as I can. So if I feel like stimming or something in public, then I can, like, I do this if I'm standing in a queue, and I don't feel self-conscious anymore. I don't quite do this, though I would like to. And luckily, a lot of my, like, stim and tick energy can go into clicks, because I do like to click. So I have been trying to unmask as much as possible and let myself stim freely. So like, okay, this is a silly example. Today, watching a video about small baby ducks and the whole video going, oh, soft, small, wee, soft, small, wee, nice, small, soft, wee, you know. And like, if someone was watching me, they'd be like, why are you repeating the same shit over and over? And like, because it feels nice. It makes what I'm feeling in my brain when I see this like good stimulation of baby ducks or baby camels or goats, or, you know, just like finding little things that I really enjoy aesthetically and amuse me. and I let myself get excited about them in a silly way. And I think that's one of the things, like being around some of the partners that I've had, I haven't felt that I can be silly in this way. And I haven't felt, well, I didn't know that I was masking so much, but yeah, I've been unmasking a lot recently, and I like it. It's fun. Do recommend. Did you ever see a happier dog? Oh, he saw me. He's just conked out. He was absolutely conked out. With his flamingo and his buttercups. Oh, his smile is so cute. Alrighty, my work for the day is done. My load shedding, half of my load shedding for the day is done. And I'm just going for a walk to get my meds. I promise you, if you have like a day that is like a little bit more work heavy, like, I mean, my day was not work heavy. Like, as you can see, I'm up and about, and it is like 3:30. But you just put on dungarees. Just put on dungarees and everything's fine. Like, if I just like, I mean, I'll wear them at any excuse, but if I'm feeling like I might have a bit of a slow day or something, dungarees, bro. That's the way to go. People are walking up towards me. I'm gonna stop. Is this video going to be entirely thoughts in the dark? Maybe. Just maybe. Load shedding is happening again. It is from 8 until 10:30. Usually comes back on around 10. So I've got the painting stuff all set up. And I wanted to talk to you about this book because I spoke to you about my audiobook last night. So, hiccups. Excuse me. The Wise Man's Fear is the second book in the Name of the Wind trilogy. The trilogy that unfortunately does not have a third book, even though it's been over 10 years since this book came out. But I couldn't help but read it because I've heard such good stuff about Name of the Wind. So I read that earlier this year. It was like on my top books of the year so far. And then I picked up Wise Man's Fear. And I can't really tell you much about it because obviously, like, it's a sequel, it'll spoil things. But I'll say that it's like, it's got enough of like the stuff that we used to, like the familiar like setting of the university and things like that. We've got the old characters from the last book as well, but it has enough like new locations and new people mixed in to like keep it really interesting. I'm halfway through, which means I'm like 490 pages in, because this book is a stonking 900 pages, but I've never had a 900-page book read so damn fast. Like, it's just, his writing is so great, and Kofi is such a wonderful character, and the world that they've created is so interesting, and the magic system is so interesting. It's just, these books are gems. I just hope one day he finishes this trilogy. So now I'm going to get to do some painting before I head to bed and read that bad boy. I am popping out to Brights, which is got to open the car. I have a car that has one of these. I've never had one of those before. So I'm popping off to Brights. I've just finished my article for the day. And I'm popping out to get a load shedding light bulb, because I can't remember when I got my light bulb. I think I made a TikTok about it that got a lot of engagement. So if I look back, I can probably find it. But I've been using that light bulb like consistently, and now load shedding is back, and it blew last night. Luckily, it blew right at the end of me reading my book, like right when I was about to go to sleep anyway, not while I was trying to paint or anything. But having that light bulb that can be on when the power's off changes the whole game, because I've got my phone. I can watch like my cool booktube videos or whatever videos I've downloaded, and I can just paint in the dark, and it's so fun. Like, it's so fun. I also think today or tomorrow I might be able to finish Our Wives Under the Sea. This book is really fucking weird, and like the more that the book carries on, the more I see how fucking artfully this book is written. because it's very subtle and very quiet and very poetic. And like, it would be one of those movies where there's like very, very scant dialogue, like a very quiet movie. That's like the atmosphere that you get, because like I said, like it's so intimate, like within the submarine, like those quarters are so intimate, but because they're down at the bottom of the sea, it is so isolated. But then with Leah and Mary in the house together, they're in very close quarters, but they're like sleeping in separate bedrooms, and they're very isolated from one another, and the experiences that Leah went through have not been communicated. And there's some really weird and funky body horror shit going on in this, like not supernatural, but like kind of, I don't know, it's really fucking strange, and it's getting weirder and weirder, and I've got like 30 minutes left. I'm just like, this book is wild. It is wild. I really recommend it though. Like, I really recommend it. But like, if you like quiet books, because I really love a quiet book, and this is like a really creepy, quiet book. I don't know whether this classifies as horror. It feels very light horror if it's horror, but so good. So fucking good. Okay, pals, we're back in the load shedding zone. As you can see, my light bulb is working. Excellent stuff. And I just finished Our Wives Under the Sea. It finished in like the perfect way. So strange. What a weird book. If you like weird shit, like, really recommend. So now I think I'm going to go on to A Marvelous Light. I know the second one in the series just came out, but I haven't got around to it, and so many people said it's really good. Apparently it's gay and magical, so I'm going into it pretty blind, except for that. Yeah, I think I'm going to start it. I'm going to get a little bit of a start in it while I do some painting. I'm almost finished with this guy. Just got a couple of little details to do. Ooh, that is a loaded paintbrush. Did not want it to be that loaded. Yeah. Eek! Eek! I need to save this. I saved it. There was way too much paint in my brush for that moment, but now we're all good. I'm really liking doing this series. I've done a few of these now. I've done 3 of them. I'd like to make 7, at least 7. But I need to come up with ideas for what the other ones are going to be. Oh, maybe a bees. Bees would be cute. Oh my gosh, okay. Bees. I need to remember that. I'll write it down. Bees. Hello there, friends. It's Friday. I am just here sorting out my mocha pot coffee because I'm about to start work for the day. At the moment, I'm drinking the Turbidor Coffee Roasters. This is Africa blend. This is the one for the plunger, but it does work in the mocha pot. It's just a little bit chunkier than the grind fitter for filters. So today I'm taking Hugo to go have a sleepover with his friend Leela, because I think I said earlier in the week I'm going to my friend's birthday, and I'm leaving quite early in the morning and I don't know how long it's going to be. So he's going to stay over and have some fun there. I said I'd film some clips while I was, on the wine bus and everything like that. But I think if I do, I'm not going to put pressure on myself to do that because it is socializing, and it's quite a lot for me. But if I do get any clips, I will put them in the beginning of next week's vlog probably. But what I came in here to say, all done, put you on the stove. There she is. But what I wanted to come in and say is that it's been really nice this week. My client gave me 5 articles all to do with the same plant, hydrangeas. And I didn't know much about hydrangeas. I knew what they looked like and everything, but I didn't know much about them. Now I am so knowledgeable about fucking hydrangeas, and because I've written 4 articles already about it this week, I already have like a lot of stuff. It's basically like I've been studying hydrangeas all week, and I do retain information very well if I take it in the way that I have been doing. So that's like taking my research, putting it down in note form with colored fine liners, and it really sticks in here. So today I'm writing a full guide, a full care guide on hydrangeas. And I am going to start off by just dumping what I already have in my head, because I have all of this stuff written down and I've got really good recall. Like, I know I'm not going to be throwing stuff out there that I don't know is correct, you know, like if I do need to check anything, I will check my notes. But I think I'm only going to have to do very, very minimal research for this, because it's all up here, which is very, very handy. So when he does this with the articles, it's like super duper handy. So I'm going to finish making this coffee. I'm going to do my work, drop off my dog, and have a good old evening to myself. So I will probably end the vlog here. Actually, I have got quite a lot of footage. I did some good chats about books. I started Marvelous Light last night and it's already great so far. It's about a guy who's never forgotten, who is like quite upper crust, and he's got a job in the Home Office and he doesn't know what it's for, and he meets the guy Edwin, who's like the liaison for this guy, and it turns out he's the liaison between the government and this magic society. So I'm super intrigued. It's already such a good premise. But yeah, I will talk more about it in my next vlog. Hopefully I will vlog next week. So if you did enjoy this, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. My Kofi account is always linked below if you want to give me a little one-time tip. Much appreciated. And without further ado, I think I'm doing Crofty Reads.